Oh boy, the suspense is killing me right here. What are you going out into? What are you going out into? YouTube, today we're going to be trying out a brand new team featuring Bouffalant and Comfey. If you do enjoy the videos, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, rate those help me out. If you want to check out the details of the team and the creator down below description, and you can grab the rental code on your screen. I really don't know how this is going to go. I just saw this team and thought, you know what, I'll try it out, but I have no idea. It could be really bad, or maybe Bouffalant will surprise me. Let's get started and play some games though and find out. Zacian, Groudon, Regieleki, Charizard, Tornadus, Incarnate Form, Umbreon. This looks like basically the Hirofumi team, but there's a Zacian over the Cali Ice. All right, how do I want to approach this exactly? Trick Room's a little bit difficult, I would say, for this team. It's not exactly amazing here. Umbreon is probably one of the more terrifying Pokemon here because Umbreon is just a Pokemon that really, like, Cali Ice does not like playing against, but Cali Ice does so much damage to their team. Kyogre, of course, can do really amazing, but there is the Charizard, which is a very, very big problem right here. I want to see what I want to lead into because even though I like the Kyogre here, I can see myself not bringing it, but I just don't know what my opponent's going to bring. I feel like you're always bring Umbreon for sure. I think probably Zacian because of the Calyrex as well. You definitely want to bring Groudon, and I think Eleki. You might not bring the other Mons here, so if that's the case, I don't think Instant Comfey is too bad of a lead here. It's either Instant Comfey or maybe it's Amoonguss. Actually, Amoonguss is probably better. Actually, no, it's not better because can I get Trick Room up? Oh boy, this is actually kind of concerning. I'm gonna go with Comfey with Amoonguss right here and then bring out the Cali Ice, and I actually think Bouffalant is okay here. This is going to be a little bit strange because I didn't get to think about this too much. The only reason I don't want Kyogre is because I feel like Kyogre is going to get threatened a lot by like an Eleki lead. The Umbreon is actually really annoying for me to sub Trick Room against because I actually don't have like any tools against the Umbreon that can like deny if it's a taunt set with safety goggles. I just don't have a way to deny it because inner focus plus the safety goggles. Oh boy, that's tough. We're gonna see the Cali Ice lead though with the Umbreon. Okay, which is okay here. This is not a bad lead per se. It's just not amazing here. Now, really awkward, I think, turns right here. I really got to find out what kind of geez, this is gonna be difficult. I think I still attempt to get Trick Room up regardless. Like, I still think that's always the play here. I'm gonna go for a Trick Room right here with the Comfey, and I think we're just gonna go for the Rage Powder here. I think Rage Powder is probably okay with Amoonguss. This is pretty difficult because if they just Dynamax and Max Lightning right away, it is gonna be a little bit tricky. Just dealing with this Umbreon, man. Just dealing with the Umbreon because I didn't realize how good Umbreon is into this matchup. The inner focus just really makes it hard for me to set up Trick Room. Like, no matter what I bring, like, unless I had pressure against the Umbreon, which this team doesn't really have because of Cali Ice and Kyogre, there's the Groudon and the Umbreon, of course, with the Foul Play threatening my Cali Ice. It's just really difficult, but we will go the Rage Powder off. They're going to Max Lightning to deny Spore right here, so I don't have to worry about Yawns at least. But yeah, this is going to be a little bit tricky regardless. Amoonguss takes it, but it's not super well. I sure that is Life Orb on the Eleki right here. Is it going to be Taunt from the Umbreon? Is it going to reveal the safety goggles? Taunt. I'd imagine it's so. Life Orb on the Eleki. We're going to see the Taunt come out into, yeah, it is the safety goggles confirmed right here. So yeah, not exactly amazing here, but I mean, I could stall out the max. Oh, I can't stall out the max actually because since I'm taunted. Yeah, maybe I could protect there. Protect was fine, but there really isn't much I can do here. Okay. Kind of difficult. Kind of difficult. I might just have to let Comfey go down here, and I think I will have to. I'm going to go for a Giga Drain here into it's kind of, I guess, the Umbreon because I need damage into Umbreon regardless, and I'm just going to switch out the Amoonguss here. I'm going to go out into, I guess, the Bouffalant right here. This is very tricky. This is a very tricky position. They could lightning my slot too. They could lightning my Amoonguss. That would also be pretty bad. So let's see here. I Giga Drain into the Umbreon and not really doing too much right here. And we're gonna see the Max Lightning come out. They do tar down the Comfey. Okay, so is this a double up into Comfey, or are they just gonna like taunt my Amoonguss or something? We'll find out, I guess. Gonna be Life orb damage. Okay, they do taunt my Amoonguss, which is actually better than the KO here. Okay, that's not as bad, I guess, because I can go out into my Amoonguss here for the Comfey slot, and maybe I can attempt to get Trick Room up later in the game. I'm gonna go for a Max Strike here, or Max Quake. Maybe Max Quake is probably more ideal. Max Strike doesn't even KO the Eliki, so you know what? Let's go for the Quake here. Let's go into Amoonguss. Let's see how this is gonna go. I could see like them trying to taunt again. I could see them foul playing. I just don't really have the best options here. I could have Giga Drained here my Bouffalant, I guess, but I do think I want Comfey around, and I feel like healing is gonna be more important than the attack boost at the current moment. But it is something I could do afterward. We'll just see how the rest of the game plays out, because right now I'm just worried about how much Max Lightning is going to do this turn, and then I'm worried about the spread or the damage from Zacian the upcoming turn. Zacian is just the really terrifying part here, and I don't want to lose like a Comfey here. But we'll see what comes out. I assume this is going to be a target in the Bouffalant. So a Max Lightning going to come out, does target on the Bouffalant slot. This is going to do a massive amount of damage right there. Precipice Blaze is going to hurt a lot here. We're going to see a foul play come out, probably finish off the Comfey slot. Yeah, because they want to try to get rid of Comfey before Trick Room can get set up again. We are going to get a Max Quick off into the Eliki right here, and that should pick up a knockout. Okay, so at least we pick up the knockout into the Eliki, which is nice. But the remaining is going to still be a very problematic situation, because now their Kali Ice is going to cut, or not Kali Ice, their Zacian is going to come in, or maybe their Groudon. If they believe in Groudon, that definitely could be a thing here. Although Groudon's a little bit awkward, but we'll see. If it's Groudon, I probably just want to get damage onto the Umbreon. It's tricky regardless. Zacian, actually. Okay, it is Zacian, which is actually probably the most ideal Pokemon I could have here. Okay. Okay, Zacian comes out. Outplay, I want to say, doesn't KO the Bouffalant here. I think I just Rage Powder here. The thing is, would you trade Amoonguss for your Zacian? I feel like you would just protect Zacian, you would foul play here. Or you would taunt the Amoonguss. I could see taunt and Amoonguss protect too, and I feel like that's way more reliable for my opponent. You know what? I'm going to go for a Max Strike play into the Umbreon right here and protect. I'm going to make it a super aggressive play. Let's see if it works out. Yeah, the Zacian protects. Yeah, you don't want... Exactly, you don't want the Zacian traded for no reason, right? So I'm assuming this is either foul play or taunt. Those are the two options. Let's figure out which one it's going to be. They did taunt my Amoonguss. Perfect. So I can Rage Powder the following turn, which is absolutely ideal. And I get a Max Strike off, so I probably outspeed the Umbreon the next turn. And if I can KO the Umbreon, we have a shot. We do have a shot right here. Okay. So Max Strike into the Umbreon, absolutely huge here. Actually, do I need to strike the Umbreon? I would just Quake here for sure. No, I would 100% just Quake the Zacian. Yeah, I would 100% just Quake the Zacian. How fast is my Kali Ice? Am I faster here? Okay, we're not super fast, but it's still like pretty reasonable right here. Okay, let's protect our Amoonguss. No, we don't protect Amoonguss here. We always Rage Powder here. Yeah, we always just Rage Powder and Quake. If they switch out Zacian to Groudon, really good play by them. But that they have to make that play specifically. Ooh, they switch out the Umbreon actually into Groudon? Oh, that's so good for me. That's so good for me, actually. Okay. Hold on. This actually might still be a very doable game here. We are going to see a Rage Powder come out from the Amoonguss. This is going to be a tricky end game. I really would have liked Umbreon just to stay in right here. We do see the Behemoth Blade come out into the Amoonguss. Okay. And Bouffalant, please take the knockout in the Zacian. If you don't take the knockout in the Zacian, there is a very big problem here. But goodbye to our Amoonguss right here, as we are going to get a Max Quake off into the Zacian. That should... Okay, nice. Does allow me to pick up a knockout right there. Beautiful. Oh boy, this is going to come down to like how much... Oh, this is a very tricky spot. If Bouffalant was just faster than the Umbreon, this would actually be like a pretty decent position, but I don't know how fast naturally Bouffalant is. I'm pretty sure it's just naturally just slow. So yeah, we have to go Kali Ice here. A Comfey could come in, but doesn't really accomplish anything, right? Yeah, I don't think it accomplishes anything. I think I just gotta hope that I live a foul play into Precipice Blades with Kali Ice. If they go for a Heat Crash, it shouldn't do that much damage. I guess the only move that's like really threatening here is Stone Edge. Rock Slide, I think in a foul play probably doesn't KO Kali Ice here, but we'll find out. Bring out the Kali Ice here. We're definitely clicking Trick Room here. Actually, is Kali Ice just faster than Umbreon? I don't know what Umbreon normally runs speed tier wise. I imagine it's faster naturally. Pretty sure it'd be faster. I'm just gonna... I could just Glacial Lance here, actually. There's something wrong with Glacial Lancing. Yeah, there's something wrong with Glacial Lancing, thinking about it. I'm gonna Glacial Lance and I'm just gonna head charge. Or yeah, head charge. Is that the move? Yeah, head charge. Okay. Into the Umbreon slot. Let's see. I don't think Umbreon has Protect here. We saw Taunt here. Moonlight's the only move that could like really screw me over. But I don't think they're going to click Moonlight here. I think they're rather just go for the Foul Play or anything. Precipice Blaze does connect with both. Okay. I need Kali Ice to live a Foul Play here. If I live a Foul Play, I probably win, actually. Let's see. Foul Play from the Umbreon. It's a stab Foul Play. It's going to hurt a lot. Oh, just doesn't survive, man. It was tough, yeah. Comfey, like, no matter what I did there, I kind of like... I guess I had to hope for a Precipice Blades dodge. I had to Precipice Blades dodge specifically the Kali Ice right there. But, oh man, yeah. I didn't have anything for the Umbreon combination. I would have probably had to target it more aggressively earlier on. Yeah, I'm trying to think, because if I just went down to Precipice Blades plus Fang... Yeah, there's nothing I could do because I can't like floor healing. I can't really like the Comfey was super weakened. I guess like I could have played a bit more defensively with the Comfey where I had more HP, because if I had more HP with the Comfey, this was definitely doable. But yeah, Umbreon is definitely a demonic Pokemon for this team. I didn't realize like how much is shut down with the safety goggles. Like I know that you use it for Kali Ice Palkia, but I didn't realize like how well it just shut down like the Incineroar, the Amoonguss Redirection plus the Trick Room. So yeah, I didn't really have the way to stop Trick Room. I wish I could have got more damage onto the Umbreon earlier, which I think could have been possible right there. I could have protected Comfey turn 1, for instance. I could have went for a Pollen Puff right there into the Umbreon. It might have gotten some decent damage. I don't think it would have put it in range of the Max Strike though. But yeah, the big turn there, which was really smart for my opponent, was hard switching the Umbreon, because I was really hoping they would stay with Umbreon, because Umbreon was like in a generally comfortable spot. So I'd be able to get like, I'd be able to Quake the Zacian, KO the Zacian the following turn. And then because the Umbreon's slower with the -1, I am hoping that Kali Ice outspeeds at that point, or even the Bouffalant to finish off the Umbreon. But yeah, my opponent made a really good call by preserving the Umbreon. If my opponent didn't switch out the Umbreon, it was actually a game win for us right there, I think. So, oh man, but we almost took it. I actually am very surprised because of how bad the game started out. I'm really glad I was able to find some kind of position. But yeah, I just did a few little better positions, I think, in the beginning of the game. Zapdos, Kyogre, Whimsicott, Incineroar, Rillaboom, and the Zacian. Okay, seems like a pretty standard team for the most part. Zapdos is a little bit scary because I have no idea if it's going to be the Eerie Impulse set or if it's actually going to be just one of the Life Orb standard sets. It's pretty difficult to gauge here, but I'd imagine it's going to be a Life Orb set if it's a Whimsicott and not a Grimmsnarl partner here. So I kind of like the idea of Comfey. Comfey League just seems really good. Like Comfey, Kyogre, they gotta respect the policy stuff. So I could maybe just sneak in a Trick Room instead immediately, which is definitely something. Like I'd probably have to force them to play a mind game between like, do they go for the Comfey slot, or do I just activate the policy on Kyogre, or do I get to Trick Room up instead? So that's something that's really complicated for them. I think in the back, Among Us isn't too bad. I don't need it. Kali Ice just does so much damage. They don't have really good Glacial Lance switchings. The only ones like Incineroar kinda and Zacian. And I think in the back, I kind of want to try out Bouffalant right here. But do I? Yeah, because I would just like a bit more damage into the Zacian, like another way to threaten Zacian damage wise here. I also have no idea who I'm Dynamaxing. Like there's a chance I just sacrifice my Kyogre immediately to try and attempt a Trick Room. So let's just see how this is going to go. This is, I feel like they actually might target, it really just depends because I have no idea what they are going to go for right here. It's going to be the lead of the Kyogre and the Whimsicott. Okay, I don't mind this lead here because I'd imagine on their team with a Zapdos and Rillaboom, I feel like this is probably Ice Beam Kyogre. And if it's Ice Beam Kyogre, this makes it a lot easier for me. I'd imagine this is like Water Spout plus Taunt. I could see quite a few options right here, but I think I'm just going to protect my Comfey and I'm just going to Thunder here into their Kyogre. I want to see what their Kyogre is going to go for this turn. If it's fake tears plus Whimsicott or if they max lightning, yeah, that's gonna be ugly. But I don't think they have lightning. That's the thing. Unless they're okay, they Dynamax immediately though. So this could be pretty concerning because I feel like they would have just targeted down my. They would just water move. So I'm assuming this is lightning. Oh boy, this could go really badly here. Let's see how this is gonna go. All right, the Kyogre is out. We're gonna see Protect from the Comfey. I don't know. Is this Helping Hand lightning? Actually, I did not think it would be. No, Moonblast. Okay, is this Moonblast was Geyser? Oh, they did Moonblast was Geyser. I'm actually very surprised by that. Okay, so they Moonblast Geyser my Comfey slot, which I will gladly take. I really don't mind that. All right. A Life Orb Kyogre. All right, so I get a big Thunder off into their Kyogre. All right, not bad, not bad, not bad. All right. So I guess what do I want to do if it's just Geyser? Huh? I mean, I think I just take the knockout here, right? I'm pretty sure I just take the knockout here onto the Kyogre if I possibly can. I think I just attempt to trick him because Moonblast is not KOing. Or do I Giga Drain? I don't mind Giga Draining here. Actually, I should probably Giga Drain. I'm gonna Giga Drain and Max Lightning here. I think KOing the Kyogre is like pretty huge here. The only problem is then their Rillaboom's gonna come in and then it's gonna get a little bit awkward. But then again, I have a Cali Ice I'm sending in the next turn, so I don't even think that's too bad. Yeah, that's not even too bad for me now that I think about it. We're gonna Dynamax our Kyogre. We'll see how the rest of the game goes, but yeah, let's find out because I think it's a Max Geyser here, but today Lightning is not even too bad because I still have Floral Healing available on deck right here. So Giga Drain my Kyogre. I also get a little bit of healing, I guess, which is kind of nice, but we'll find out. What did they go for here? It's gonna be policy activated on the Kyogre, so gonna be dishing out some huge damage. It's gonna be Moonblast in the Kyogre. Okay, and okay, they Geyser. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, perfect. So they give me their Kyogre and their Dynamax for the Comfey, and I have a policy activated on my Kyogre, so this is still pretty nice. All right, so goodbye our Comfey here, but Max Lightning is gonna finish off the Kyogre right here. So Kyogre does go down. I guess the question is like Helping Hand on the Whimsicott still a little bit scary right here. For sure. There's also Encore threat. There's a lot of things that could go possibly wrong here, but a goodbye there Kyogre, which is absolutely huge, and we're going hard into our Cali Ice right here for sure. Cali Ice will come out here. And let's see what they decide to go for. Zacian could come in. Rillaboom I think is way more likely, but we'll find out. Cali Ice is going to be brought out for our side. It is Zacian actually. Okay, I think I know my play against this. I do have the Babiri Bay for a reason on the Cali Ice, so I'm actually going to go for a Trick Room and Max Guard here because I think their only way to knock out the Kyogre at this point in the game, because they haven't really got much damage. Actually, does Helping Hand Behemoth Blade even KO the Kyogre at this range? I doubt it actually. No, it definitely doesn't KO at this range. So yeah, I'm just going to attempt to get the Trick Room up, and I'm just going to go for the Max Geyser, I guess. If they have Wild Charge Zacian, I'm gonna cry, but they're gonna take a lot of recoil, so I probably put in range of high horsepower at least. Let's just see how this is gonna go because they're in a really dangerous spot actually. They are in an extremely dangerous spot. We're gonna see Helping Hand does come out, so it has to be Behemoth Blade into a slot here. Let's see. They're probably hoping to crit the Kyogre because I don't even think this knocks out the Kyogre. Like I remember Behemoth Blade calcs from Helping Hand Zacian, and it shouldn't do that much. Let's see. Yeah. Like because this is a bulky Kyogre, so I am able to obliterate the Zacian. It looks like maybe I won't even need Bouffalant. Well, I imagine last Pokemon's Rillaboom, so we'll just see how it goes. Goodbye to their Zacian. We completely obliterated, and yeah, they just really didn't have much, I guess, for the counterplay here, as we are going to be able to get the Trick Room with the Cali Ice, and yeah. I was thinking like I could probably Max Guard, but then I kind of realized, wait, my Kyogre is extremely bulky. There's no way they probably knock me out with Helping Hand Behemoth Blade, but yeah, they definitely underestimated the damage on that part, and let's just see what the last Pokemon is. Rillaboom? I think Rillaboom has to be it. It is going to be Rillaboom, yeah. I kind of want to make a funny play, but it could cost me. So I'd rather just Lightning Heat. No, do I want to Lightning? I mean, it really just depends, but I think I always just... I protect the Cali Ice. No, I don't protect the Cali Ice here. Or do I? I mean, this Whimsicott has to be Encore specifically. I think Encore is the only move that could screw me over here. If it's Encore, I want to go into Bouffalant right here. And I want to go for a max lightning, I guess, into... Yeah, max... No, do I max lightning? I could max geyser here, but I don't know if that KOs Rillaboom because it depends on the item. I'm going to max lightning the Wims. I'm going to max lightning the Wims and switch out the Cali Ice. The only reason I'm going to make this play is because I don't know if it's Encore. If they Encore here, I think it's pretty bad, which means I need Cali Ice in a decent position. You go for Helping Hand with the Whimsicott, with the... Okay, is this Grassy Glide? Sap Sipper. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. I wonder if the Rillaboom's offensive then. They were probably hoping for a Helping Hand Grassy Glide crit, but I denied that win con too. I felt like their only win con that could screw me over was like Encore Whim. They Encore my Cali Ice, Trigger Moves over, Grassy Glide into my Kyogre, then I'm locked into Cali Ice and then Bouffalant, and then it's kind of awkward there. So yeah, I thought this like got me a guaranteed win because then I get the Cali Ice for free. If they reverse trigger with the Whimsicott, that's fine too, because I don't have to worry about Encore threats and I already confirmed the moveset. So yeah, I mean, this just wins it here at this point. I'm gonna go for a Heads charge into the Whimsicott, I suppose, and an Origin Pulse. Thank you for the Sap Sipper boost. Actually, I could probably just knock the Rillaboom with Head Charge, actually. Yeah, Head Charge would have been fire into the Rillaboom, but maybe they oh, I don't know how fast the Rillaboom is. I guess it just depends, but that was gonna be forfeit. Unnecessary Grassy Glide Sap Sipper play, but I think it still was technically optimal because I'm pretty sure the only way I do lose that is because of the Encore. Yeah, it had to be Encore because if they reverse trigger him, I still get the Glacial Lance the following turn. So yeah, it was going to be really hard regardless. So yeah, I felt like it worked out pretty well. The turn one, they targeted aggressively into my Comfey to deny Trick Room, which makes sense because their team was really weak into Trick Room right there with what they brought. And then afterward, I was able to get rid of Kyogre for basically nothing on my Kyogre. And then they had no way to beat my Kyogre. They would have had to go on Rillaboom, but if they went Rillaboom, right, I just go into Cali Ice. And then they have to choose between me getting a Glacial Lance into both Whimsicott and their thing, which I think would have actually been pretty reasonable for them. It could have actually been a little bit of a complicated endgame, but I still also had the option to protect, of course, and go for a Glacial Lance as well. So yeah, there were a lot of mind games regardless with what I brought against them, and they really had to think about their turns very carefully, where I could probably have more room for error. Regieleki, Lunala, Calyx, Ice Rider, Incineroar, Gashon, and Porygon 2. Okay, I know that this was a team. I do remember, I think it topped 8 Japan Grassroots, if I'm not mistaken. I also got second place at the one of the VR tournaments. All right, I actually was planning on remaking this team for back-to-back battles. All right, what do I want to go here? Because I know it's Life Orb Eleki normally. I know it's Trick Room Lunala. I think it's Trick Room Wide Guard if I'm not mistaken, and Wide Guard's actually kind of threatening. Bouffalant here might actually put in some work. It actually might put in some work, unironically. Yeah, I could definitely see it. Comfey, a little bit hard to use here in this matchup. Yeah, I don't really like Comfey too much. I think I'm just gonna go with Amoonguss Cali Ice. They don't exactly have the best answers to it, so Amoonguss Cali Ice I think is fine here. A Kyogre is not bad, but I just feel like it's pretty tough to use. I actually think I'm going to go with an Incineroar because Incineroar, of course, is really good against their team. Their only ways of really being Incineroar are the Meteor Beam, specifically on the Lunala, and their Gastrodon, I guess. Otherwise, it's the Life Orb Eleki spam through the team. And if they lead Eleki spam through the team, I have an Amoonguss for a reason leading here. So let's see how this goes. It could be a little bit tricky. I actually don't know what the Incineroar moveset is, so I don't know much about this team other than I think it was Meteor Beam, Trick Room, Wide Guard, Lunala. I know that it was... I don't know what the Cali item is. Regieleki, Lunala. Okay, pretty threatening lead here. Okay. So this could be Trick Room immediately. I don't know. I mean, would you Dynamax immediately? I mean, usually it's the Eleki that's the Dynamax mod. I imagine you're probably going to... I think Trick Room's fine here. Yet I'm just not 100% sure. I could go Incineroar, but that doesn't really help me. I don't even have a Dark type move on Incin. Bouffalant's actually my main answer here. Okay. I think we just Trick Room here. I think we just attempt to Trick Room and Rage Powder. Let's see if they Meteor Beam here. Okay, they just attack here with the Eleki. No Dynamax, which is probably good for me. They have Volt Switch. Okay, I did not know about that. All right, Volt Switch going to come out into my Amoonguss. Life Orb on the Eleki is revealed here. Is this a reverse Trick Room? I think that's a big question. Is this a reverse Trick Room, or are they going to Moongeist / Meteor Beam immediately? Because if they go for either, I think it's okay here. Incineroar are going to come in actually, which is fine. Okay, I really don't mind that. And let's see how the rest of this game's going to go, because not super easy, but definitely doable. They Moongeist Beam. Okay, perfect. I actually don't mind that. All right, perfect. So I might get some Trick Room turns stalled out, but this is completely fine. They are going to go for a Moongeist Beam into the Amoonguss right here. I am able to get the Trick Room off with my Cali Ice right here. This could be reverse Trick Room, I guess, which is the interesting part, or they're going to attack here, which I think is fine as well. They should fake out my Amoonguss always, so I'm going to Glacial Lance here, and I think I'm actually going to hard swap into my Incin is like pretty ideal, or Bouffalant. I think it's Incin here. Yeah, I'm going to Incin actually. I'm going to Incin because it gets an Intimidate off into their Incin. I get the Glacial Lance to break the Shao Shield on the Lunala, which I think is pretty important. So, let's see. I think Amoonguss's life is super important for the Eliki too. I think, let's find out, because I need to break the Shao Shield on Lunala. I don't think they're Meteor Beaming this turn. I think they're going to attempt to reverse Trick Room right here. They don't fake out actually. I could have just Spored. Okay, so maybe they're just going for a Parting Shot right here. Which is not great. Yeah, they Parting Shot immediately into my Cali Ice. So my Cali Ice is just not doing any damage, which is fine. Okay. This should be Eliki coming out, and then this has to be a reverse Trick Room, I think. If they don't reverse Trick Room, I think it's okay for me. But yeah, I mean, they could bring in their Cali Ice here, but no, they did bring out Eliki. So I'm assuming this is reverse Trick Room here. I don't see why you would bring out Eliki if it wasn't reverse Trick Room. You'd probably bring out your Cali Ice. What? Will-O-Wisp Lunala? Okay, my Cali Ice is 100% not doing anything this game, but what the heck? Okay, I'm going Bouffalant here for the Cali Ice slot. I don't think they're ever targeting the Cali Ice. And I'm going to Parting Shot out there, Eliki. I think it's pretty likely that this is Incineroar coming in for the Eliki slot, and Lunala going to do whatever, I guess. I have no clue. I think it's Meteor Beam probably into my instant slot, which I think is fine. Is this Goggles a Wisp Lunala? Like, this was not the original set. I'm like pretty confident that we're gonna see the Lunala switch out. So is this instant for their slot? Yeah, that's okay too. I don't mind that. Let's see if their Eliki protects or not. I think Eater is okay here because my Bouffalant's going to be able to do some pretty decent damage to their team. So it should be Cali Ice in the back. That's the only thing I have to worry about. Oh, they switch out to Eliki. So we revealed the last Pokemon, Cali Ice. Astrodon. Okay, for my Kyra, makes sense. All right, that's actually pretty good for me. I confirmed their Mons, and Eliki's going to be their Max Mon mainly. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot, actually. All right, this is an easy Amoonguss. Easy Amoonguss play here for my slot right here, and then I'm probably switching back to Instant. No, did I switch back to Instant? I don't really care about Flare. Well, I care if it's Safety Goggles Instant. I have no idea what their item is, but yeah, we are going to go for a high horsepower here into the Instant, and I'm going to hard swap into my Incineroar once again. How many times are Trick going to be out of 2? Yeah, 2. Okay, should be fine with the numbers, but yeah, high horsepower to Instant. I want the damage. They don't ever get a high horsepower swap either. I'm going hard Instant. Shaka Berry would have been nice here, but it's okay. I don't know if they're going to fake out, if they're going to Party Shot, if they're going to Flare Blitz. All of them are fine here, realistically, because if they bring in Eliki, I have high horsepower as a threat. If they bring Lunala, I have a Throat Chop threat, so we'll find out. It gets the Intimidate off into their Incineroar. We're going to see a Fake Out come out into my Amoonguss. Perfect, because they want to deny Spore. So I get a free high horsepower. That's amazing, actually, for me here. So that's some pretty big damage into Lunala. I wonder if I could catch a Lunala on the switch. I would really like that if that's the case. But they yawn my Bouffalant in case I Dynamax. Makes sense. Okay. All right, we're going to play a bit of a defensive game. I'm going hard into Cali Ice right here. And I'm going to Parting Shot right here, there. I guess they're Gastro. I can Parting Shot their Instant too, but I have no idea what the speed interaction is between my Instant. I don't think we ever saw it, if I'm not mistaken. How fast are you? We should. They're probably. I wouldn't expect them to be min speed Instant on this team, so I think I'd rather just Parting Shot off the Gastro here. And make sure that I get a Parting Shot that sticks around, which I think is more important. It also allows me to switch into Earth Powers easier in the upcoming turns. So we bring out our Cali Ice in case they yawn the this slot, and I want to attempt to get another Trick 'em Up potentially. I think Bouffalant could actually do a lot of work damage wise. They're gonna yawn here my yep, the Kali is perfect, so I'm able to get the parting shot off. This is the best position I could have asked for here, basically. And now we go out into our Mungus right here. So I really like the Bouffalant in the upcoming parts of this game. We're definitely going Mungus here. I don't really need Kali Ice other than setting up Trick Room and being a defensive pivot. That's all I really need Kali Ice for in this game. It's really nice that they didn't bring their Kali Ice, actually. Parting Shot going to come out into my Mungus. Yep, that's why I didn't want to go Bouffalant right there. Perfect. And no matter who they bring out, it's just a Spore target, realistically. I always click Spore. Ice Beam's not going to do much from Gastrodon. If they Dynamax the Alaki, they Dynamax the Alaki, so be it right here. I just always go for a Spore and Trick Room right here, because Kali Ice is just not going down to a Max Lightning plus Earth Power. No shot. It does. Kali Ice is just an absolutely insane Pokemon. So yeah, we're going to Spore here the Kali Ice, or the Alaki, and Trick Room with the Kali Ice. The Gastrodon could swap out, which is fine here. Something's coming in. Maybe it's Lunala. Is that Goggles Lunala? I really want to know if that's Goggles Lunala, because the way they're playing it seems like it's Goggles Lunala. They Dynamax here, which makes sense. Okay. So they utilize the Dynamax, which is perfectly acceptable right here. All right. All right, let's see who they're targeting. This should be into my... I never revealed Pollen Puff, right? So they got to be scared of foul play as well. I have no clue, but I am going to just get some damage off the following turn. The thing is, they never reverse Trick Room, which makes this really weird. I don't know. Oh, they almost actually KO my Kali Ice. I actually would have preferred to put it in burn range, but that is acceptable. I think we're taking, what, 12 or 13 from burn, so we're just barely missing the mark right here, unfortunately. Yes, Spore into that. And we are going to get a Trick Room off. Okay. Not a bad turn, though. Not a bad turn. I don't mind Kali Ice going down here. It really is not doing anything for me other than setting up a Trick Room. It's literally a Trick Room bot right here. But yeah, we're going to go for Glacial Lance, I guess. Get some chip. I'm going to protect the Amoonguss because I don't want them doubling up the Amoonguss slot right here to try to pick up the knock on Amoonguss. Amoonguss is kind of frustrating for them, so I could definitely see a reason why they would go for that. They could go instant here, which I think is fine. I'm just going to get more chip damage for my Bouffalant because Bouffalant is going to destroy some mons right here. A Glacial Lands, I get a crit on a Lunala? No, that's not a crit. Jeez, that's just so much. Max Lightning does come out into Amoonguss, and yeah, they do reverse Trick Room, which is fine. I could have reverse Trick Room myself, actually, but I don't even think I need the Trick Room here, realistically. Like, I really don't think I do. Like, because they Dynamax their Alaki, the only way to hit Bouffalant is, like, literally with Meteor Beam. But yeah, let's see. Kali goes down here. I guess I gotta be a little bit cautious. Wait, did they Moongeist Beam? No, they reversed Trick Room, right? I'm pretty sure they did. I'm going hard into Bouffalant right here. 100%. And I think I'm just gonna max guard and go instant. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Trick Room's over. I think max guard is correct here. The reason I don't want to make the... I could Rage Powder here. Rage Powder is a pretty safe play. But I do think they're just going to double my Bouffalant slot here because if Amoonguss protects and I max Quake here, that's really bad for them. So the reason I'm going to make this instant play is because the main reason is I'm really worried about losing Amoonguss and then losing to Gastrodon because I don't have Pollen Puff or Spore pressure into the Gastrodon. Because if I get stuck with the Bouffalant and instant or intimidated, I'm just gonna lose against the Gastrodon, I think, in the long term. So I'd rather just like play it safe. I think this should be safe. If they Meteor Beam here in my Amoonguss, I'll be pretty upset. But I do think it's more likely to just double my Bouffalant right here. But we'll see. Because I think Bouffalant's a threat for them. I really do think it's a threat. Let's see. Gonna be a... Oh! I'm not expecting that one. All right, play something that lightning into my Bouffalant. Nice. Nice. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Helping Hand Lunala. That's a crazy one right there. Okay. That's a crazy one right there. Okay. What am I doing here? I guess I'm quaking for sure to Lunala, and I'm clicking Fake Out into their Alaki. Helping Hand Willis Trick Room. Oh, wait. It's just solo Moongeist Beam. That's very interesting to note right here. Okay. So I'm going to max Quake into the Alaki, actually. I really want a parting shot. No, I think I always have to fake out the Alaki. I know the Alaki should probably always just protect or switch out here, but I think it's just better. Yeah, they hard swap here. Is this instant or Gastro? Yeah, that's fine. Because I get special defense increases, which is pretty good here. Like, the Lunala is just not doing anything, right? Will-O-Wisp, Trick Room, Helping Hand. Oh, right. I forgot I could do that. I forgot I could do that, but they can't yawn me, which is actually pretty important. So I don't even think this is that bad. I get a max quick off into the Gastrodon. Okay. We're going to be playing super defensive against this, but I think it's going to be fine in the long term. All right. We just have to pick up some knockouts. This might come down to timer realistically. Because unfortunately, I don't think Bouffalant's going to be able to pick up some knockouts right here. I'm going to max Darkness the Lunala, I think. Or do I Quake here? I feel like Quake the Lunala is not bad here either. The instant was super low, if I'm not mistaken. Or was? Yeah, because I high horsepower the previous turn. I think I'm going to go for a max Quake into the Lunala. It's either max Quake or max Darkness. I don't mind going for a Darkness here, but instant's like a pretty safe play for them too. But I think I'm going to Darkness here. I think I'm going to commit. I'm going to just max Darkness here, and I'm going to Parting Shot out the Gastrodon here. Let's see if I get this right. Because they just have really awkward swaps right here. Like, Lunala can't do much, but it does switch out here. So this is probably instant. I could have Quaked. Probably should have went with my gut, but the thing is, they just don't do that much damage-wise. Okay. So we'll find out. The problem is my Bouffalant's not going to do much damage to them either. But we'll find out. Parting Shot does come out in the Gastrodon, so we're going to play a super slow game at this point. This might realistically come down to timer. I might have an advantage with Pollen Puff and Amoonguss specifically, but it's going to be pretty difficult otherwise. We're going hard into our Amoonguss here. I think I'm just clicking Quake the next turn. Yeah, this is going to be a super weird timer game. I really do regret not going for a Quake there. But I was really worried that they would just get Moongeist Beam damage. But it kind of makes sense. They got to preserve the numbers. They don't know what my instant moveset is either. So I could just Dark Move. Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, I never revealed my instant moveset. And I don't know if my opponent knows the team. So yeah, realistically, it was just better to go for a Quake there always. That was definitely a mistake on my part. Still fine though. Still absolutely fine. But can get a little bit rough. I feel like I don't know if they're going to try to go for my mess up right here, but I think that they're always just going to go for a... I'd imagine they're going to punish out my Bouffalant, but I could see them going for the Fliblets right here. Oh, my Dynamax is over. I kind of want to Pollen Puff really badly here. I really want to Pollen Puff right here. You know what? Let's go for a high horsepower to instant. Let's go for a Pollen Puff. Or should I Spore the instant? I think Pollen Puff makes sense. Let's just see. Because I feel like instant should never really be staying in, but we'll find out. Gastrodon protects, which is really good. Okay. What's the instant going for? Parting Shot. Perfect. Okay. Into my Bouffalant. That's fine. That's fine. I gotta watch out though. These little bits of this is gonna be complicated, but we are going to be able to get a Pollen Puff into my Bouffalant at least. So it's going to be really hard for my opponent to actually KO right here. The question is, can I actually pick up 2 knockouts at least before the timer ends? Because timer, it's kind of clicking down. Pollen Puff into the Bouffalant here. Okay. So I think I always go for... Actually, no, this is a pretty decent pin right here because I should always just be able to go for a Throat Chop into the Lunala as well as a Spore right here. And I either catch the Lunala right here, which I don't even know if I KO because realistically, we've been intimidated and Parting Shot out so many times. But yeah, we're going to Throat Chop here and we're going to Spore the Lunala. Because if Instant comes in, I guess we get to reveal if it's Goggles. I don't think we've revealed it the entire set, but we might as well. And we'll find out. Another play they could do is Wisp themselves. They could Wisp their Gastro, but the thing is that negates their leftovers recovery, so I don't think they're going to make that play. It avoids the Spore, but I don't think it's really that good otherwise for them. The thing is, if they go back to Instant, it's a super passive turn for them, and I can use it to gain momentum. So yeah, they're going to Moongeist Beam, get some damage off, which should only do like 50% maximum, I want to say, to my Amoonguss slot right here. Yeah, okay, perfect. Earth Power going to come out into the Bouffalant to get some damage. Okay, makes sense. But with that Quake Boost, we're really... Oh, it's Cobra Berry Lunala. All right. Cobra Berry Lunala, Throat Chop into the Lunala. Yeah, it doesn't do that much, but we are going to be able to get a... I want a high horsepower to Lunala really badly upcoming. Where do I sport a Gastro? I'd rather just Pollen Puff here realistically and just high horsepower to Lunala. Like I just keep high horsepower to Lunala. I'm really worried because timer is going to be such a big factor right here. It really is. But yeah, we're going to high horsepower to Lunala in case they try to go to instant route, and I'm going to Pollen Puff right here. My Bouffalant, because I need the HP. I can see Lunala switching on into instant for the intimidate, and they might be worried about another throat chop. It's a complicated one. This is actually really, really close. I do kind of like this kind of game though, but timer is such a big factor here. This is like, I don't even know if I'm going to win the long term. I guess I could also like Pollen Puff the... Actually, no, I think the Luna's staying in now that I think about it. Because I think they might try to go for a Moongeist Beam into my Amoonguss afterward. We'll find out. Oh, they did retreat. Okay, good, good, good. Ensign? Aleki. Okay, I'll take that. That's a pretty big hit off into Aleki. Although this is burned and like -5 or something. So I don't know how much damage we're actually doing. Okay, yeah, the timer is getting pretty close right here to the wire. We are able to get a high horsepower off into the Aleki. Not bad damage. Not bad damage. Okay. As we do Pollen Puff our Bouffalant right here. Oh, geez. These move animations are going to take so long. Oh boy. Okay. I think I understand my win out here. I think it's Throat Chop into the Aleki, and I think it's swap out Amoonguss into Ensign. Yeah, I think. Oh, dude, this is gonna be super close right here. It'll be super close. Aleki's probably protecting, and then the Gastro's just attacking here, most likely. Or maybe just a double protect. I can see them double protecting for the move animation. I need regenerate health on my Amoonguss, or I'm not gonna have a chance. Oh, am I gonna lose on timer? I might just realistically lose the timer war right here. I need a knockout really badly. If I get one knockout, I'm pretty sure I win. But I need a knockout right here, which is a problem. Like my two plays that I see them going for are the Lunala swap with the Aleki, like a Volt Switch into Lunala, or protect right here, which I think it makes sense for both right here. I'm going instant because I get more regenerate health, because as long as I get one knockout, I should win the war right here. But I don't know, gonna be close. We're gonna see a Volt Switch. Okay, a Volt Switch my... that's so much damage. That's so much damage. I just can't tell who wins this. This should be hard into Lunala, I want to say, because I don't think... if you lose instant, I think you just like absolutely lose here. You had to get the call right too. But I think it's more likely I horsepower that slot, so I feel like Lunala. They're just taking their time right here because it's going to come... it also come down to did Gastro Earth Power here. I really thought they would double protect into stall here. Oh boy, the suspense is killing me right here. What are you going out into? What are you going out into? I have no clue who they're going out into. Come on. Oh, they got it. I need to crit. I don't even know crit would KO. I don't even know crit would KO. Oh, they did Earth Power my slot too. Wait, does that mean if I just protected Amoonguss and high horsepower, I won? I also got crit. Really? I'm the one who needed the crit for the chance. I don't even know if I would have. Yeah. Oh, that's such a shame too. I think long-term wise, we would have actually just been able to straight up just win this game with Pollen Puff Amoonguss. It just like was really difficult for them to break through, but unfortunately we did not have enough time returns, and I guess I didn't really play as well as I could have, especially with micromanagements. But dang, did I protect the Amoonguss a prior turn too? I don't think I did, right? So yeah, that's so unfortunate, man. I just wanted Bouffalant to pick up some KOs. And it could have. It could have just cleaned the rest of this team. It just, unfortunately, I just did not have as much time. It's kind of funny, but yeah, I just did not have as much time. It could have picked up some knockouts. And Uh, like I literally cleaned up the rest. They had no way to KO Bouffalant. Maybe I should have swapped out the Bouffalant earlier, but that means I'm playing without special defense increases. So Aleki really has to absorb the attacks, which I really don't like there. But it's definitely something I could have done. Oh, it was painful, man. It's just painful. And that is the show. Oh, dude, that last game still is painful for me because the Bouffalant literally just straight up probably just won that game by itself, realistically. Everything was in range, basically, other than the Gastrodon. But we couldn't get that knockout, which was so problematic, unfortunately. Because Bouffalant probably just, like, cleaned up 3, and then we would have probably just won over in the long term. But yeah, unfortunately was just not able to get some knockouts. I needed a bit more calls right there. And then that other game, I mean, that was just like a really bad matchup. Realistically, like, I don't know how the team's supposed to break through the Umbreon realistically, especially with Groudon. But yeah, it was fun. If you did enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It does help me out. If you want to check out the details of the team and the creator down below the description, and you want to try out this team for some reason, try it out with the random code on your screen here while it's available. Make sure you check out the rest of my CS12 content. There's a lot of cool teams, a lot of fun Pokemon. But that's going to be it for me. Have a great day, people. And until we bow again, I'll catch y'all later.